Good morning. So happy to be back here with you live today. So today we're going to,
Good morning.
So happy to be. Today we're going to be reading again from the Sophia Dragons chapter in preparation for our New Year's celebration, our Sovereign Awakening New Year's celebration. Good morning. Great to see everyone coming on this morning. Hi. I like that, Jennifer. That's fun. So I asked the Sophia Dragons where we should read from today in preparation for our New Year's celebration. And they guided me actually to their Keycode 777 initiation. So if you have your copy of the Sophia Code, go ahead and grab that, because we're going to be reading a passage before doing a little bit of a meditation this morning. Hi, so good to see everyone. Feel free to introduce yourself wherever you're watching live or from the replay. If you want to introduce yourself in the comment field. Welcome to the Sophia Code community. My name is Kaia Ra. I'm the author of the Sophia Code. It's so great to be here with you live today. Oh, Dawn's writing in that Dawn just finished the Golden Dragon initiation in chapter 13 of the Sophia Code. That's some fantastic news, Dawn. I'd love to read your feedback about how you feel now in the chat. And if you've completed the Golden Dragon Light Body Activation in chapter 13 of the Sophia Code, and you would also like to share a little bit about how the difference that it makes for you, feel free to share that in the live chat. It's really great to see everyone coming on. So I'm going to be reading this morning from page 317. So this, excuse me. Every single Keycode initiation in the Sophia Code was downloaded. It was channeled. Do you want to come say hi? Do you want to say hi to everyone? Sophia is circling the laptop. We'll see if she makes a special appearance. Our dragony kitty. So the Keycode initiations in the Sophia, I mean, the whole book is channeled. The whole book is an oracular text. And in chapter 5 of the Sophia Code, the Ascended Masters share that because it's a sacred text completely downloaded through oracular visions, it activates the oracular by default. When you read the Sophia Code out loud, it activates your own oracular gifts, your own intuition, your own psychic development. When we finally arrive to the Keycode 777 initiation with the Sophia Dragons, now this is the final initiation. This is the 8th initiation in the book. And the journey of these initiations is to do several things. Number one, each initiation introduces you to a personal relationship with an Ascended Master mentor to become a very active spiritual guide in your life. Number two, each initiation activates every level of your body to allow, accept, and integrate the light of your higher self in ever increasing measure, operating your human awareness and your body. Number three, the 8 initiations of the Sophia Code activate what we call the Divine Genome. This is a metaphysical parallel to our biological DNA. It exists on an extremely high level of your soul, but it exists nonetheless in that quantum universe within every cell of your body. And these crystalline chromosomes carry every divine attribute of God literally within your human body. This is the good news of the Sophia Code, that there is a spiritual technology within you that we call the Divine Genome, the Sophia Code Divine Genome, that through the process of walking through these initiations with the Ascended Masters, guiding your awareness, calling in and invoking your higher self to be a part of this co-creative initiatory process, what happens is you flip on the switches of this Divine Genome. And once you flip on the switches, you can't turn them off. It's a process that starts to unfold over the course of the rest of your life, where now your divine genome is available to accept and receive downloads of your own divine light in a very physical way into this world through every cell of your body. Now, because they're crystalline, because these chromosomes are crystalline, they can hold an infinite amount of your soul's light in this world. Why is that important? Well, for starters, most people do not even begin to tap into how much light and radiance, soul radiance, they can embody in this world. We often reserve that for the concept of a saint or someone that, we look to as a spiritual hero across the ages. But the truth is, we are living in extraordinary times. The world has lost its mind, and it is up to us, every single one of us, to step into our sovereign self-mastery in this year, 2022, in this lifetime, and to really kick it into high gear and really accept that it is our own responsibility to invoke, call forth, anchor, and embody this much of our soul's light in this world. We all came here to be masters of light in this lifetime, because that's how much mastery, that's how much radiance, that's how much spiritual consciousness we need anchored on the planet at this time. You and I, our community, every light worker and earth angel around the world who are actively working on their higher self embodiment, we are the light of the world. We are literally the sanity of this world. And from my heart to yours, I want to thank you for your willingness to show up in this lifetime and to embody that much courage and that much radiance and that much strength and beauty and grace for those who have no idea that they are asleep within a nightmare of the matrix of this particular world. So the Sophia Code came to us at truly an ordained hour. When I was finishing channeling the Sophia Code, I had this incredible urgency within my every level of my being that the world was going to need this book in a very profound way. And I couldn't see that. I didn't see what was coming, way back then, but I could feel it. And I could feel how many souls would be positively impacted and uplifted during these extremely dark times by the sacred text of sovereignty. This book is a living transmission. It is a mirror to your soul. It is a mirror to your awareness about the truth of who you really are and the whole truth of who you are, not just a partial truth. It proclaims your absolute sovereign divinity for 300 pages. And every time you go to read it, especially out loud, you are reaffirming, you are activating deeper and deeper levels of your consciousness, recognizing the incredible sovereign creative power that already exists within you. You can't earn it, you can't get it, because it already lives within you. And this journey that you go on in the section 2, the Sophia Code, invites you through the most beautiful visionary experiences, guided meditations, right up to the temple doors of your own sacred heart, your own divine light, to the very divine genome. This arc of the covenant energy between you and your creator, whatever you call God, has made you wholly sovereign and divine. And this is the journey in the Sophia Code of reclaiming it. So by the time we get to chapter 13 on page 317 of the Sophia Code, we're doing the Keycode 777 initiation. What's happening is you've walked through activating every single major chakra system in your physical body, and you're going beyond now. Now you're accessing spiritual light bodies, starting with that 8th soul star chakra above your head, about 1.5 feet above your head. And that is the opening that can download what we call the golden dragon light body spiritual technology that comes directly from your own higher self. This spiritual technology was designed by the Seraphim mothers themselves for humanity to receive as a gift. It would be as though receiving some form of technology that improves your business or your lifestyle. This is technology, metaphysical technology that's already yours, especially if you've already activated in other lifetimes, and many of you have. The Sophia Dragons talk about that in chapter 13. And to call it back and to consciously say, hey, I'm going to accept and receive that this is my birthright, to live in the spiritual grace, protection, and genius of this light body technology. Oh my God, it simply amplifies everything that you already are exponentially and expands your light in multiple directions simultaneously, like rays of the sun. And don't we need a whole lot of stars and human bodies walking around on this planet right now? So as this is why we created the Sophia Code Mystery School, because learning how to integrate and embody this much light also requires learning how to navigate the enormous amount of unconscious darkness and healing that much light will bring up into the forefront of your awareness. So as you become more conscious of your light, you also become more conscious of the places and spaces within you that are unresolved, that are in conflict with your divinity, that are sabotaging your peaceful relationship with who you really are. This is why we mentor with the Holy Seraphim of the Divine Mother. This is why we call on the Sophia Dragons as spiritual guides and mentors when we are working with the Sophia Code teachings. They are teaching us how to master our relationship with our own heart, as well as our own unconscious resistances to our sovereign creative power. When you mentor with the Sophia Dragons, it's like having an enormous wind at your back and a holy fire in front of you and sacred waters blessing you wherever you go. That wind behind your back is supporting you to move forward through even your greatest self-sabotage. That holy fire in front of you and behind you is purifying your every step along the way so that you can live in new conscious choices beyond old viral belief systems, old programs, old traumas. I mean, you're walking with the whole, like, dragons. Are you kidding me? And these aren't just any dragons. These are seraphim, holy seraphim, angelic beings that exist within the very heart of God. These are not earth-based dragons. These are celestial dragons. These are dragons that help birth the cosmos into form. We are talking about incredibly holy divine beings. And they want to walk side by side with you because they understand the odds that we are up against. They have returned at this time because the world is on fire with the insanity of a global psyop that's unfolding right now. There is so much darkness. There is so many Luciferian agendas that are seeking to annihilate the heart of humanity. This is the time where dragons got a dragon. This is the time where we have got to truly go within and access the superpowers of our spiritual light body technology and to access the full self-love for who we are so that we will no longer be in conflict with the gift that we came here to bring into this world. And we will no longer be in conflict with the courage and the fierce grace that we came here to embody for the world. If you are feeling this morning, I'd love to get an AM and an amen in the chat, please, or in the replay. Please go ahead and just say amen, or yes, I'm here to be that light, or I'm here to be that fierce grace on the planet. I'm ready to mentor with the Sophia Dragons. I'm here to activate my divine genome. Go ahead, write those comments in the chat. So much fun to be here interacting with you this morning. So yeah, let's go ahead and read from the Sophia Dragons initiation. And I'm excited to explore this beautiful visionary content with you because our activations for the Sovereign Awakening New Year celebration, which is happening this January 9th, this Sunday. Oh my God. They are going to be so beautiful. So I'm just trying to get us all warmed up and ready for the celestial awe that we're all going to be playing in on Sunday during our New Year's celebration. If you haven't signed up yet for our New Year's ceremony, it's incredibly affordable. We're going to have a blast. It's going to be super fabulous. We're giving away incredible jewelry like dragon jewel candy. And come join us on Sunday. Sign up at KaiaRa.com. Okay, so page 317 in the Sophia Code. Let's go, dragons. Let's start from paragraph 1, 2, 3. Paragraph 3, and you're welcome to read this out loud with me. It's very empowering to read the Sophia Code out loud. So this is as you are, the Keycode 777 initiation is written in the first person perspective, so that as you read this Keycode initiation out loud, you're reading it in your own voice, as though this is your own vision. And what does that do? This allows for you to walk directly into the vision that the Sophia Dragons provided me with, took the guided journey that they took me on to activate my own divine genome. These very words are going to do the same thing for you that they did for me. And that makes me feel so happy. All right, so imagine that you've already begun this process. There's a whole other visionary journey that leads up to this, but at paragraph 3, here we begin. This is you with the Sophia Dragons. This is you in that highest realm of creation. As I walk higher, the Sophia Dragons adorn me with strings of pearls for the wisdom of every lifetime that I have lived in the cosmos of form. I witness that as I ascend, the light of my sun shifts from iridescent gold to pearlescent white, traveling over eons of incarnations. In only 8 steps, I arrive at the gateway of the Dragon Heart Temple. The temple gate is made of white marble that breathes with veins of living gold. I marvel at its ornate carvings high above me, depicting the rapturous winged wheels of Ophanim and the 1,000 eyes of Seraphim. A vast courtyard stretches beyond me. Central to the courtyard is a red walkway leading to the temple entrance that is lined with a colonnade of magnificent white dragon statues. I am welcomed to step across the threshold of the temple gateway by 2 pearlescent white Sophia dragons levitating before me now. Their pearlescent scales and bejeweled eyes shimmer with iridescent radiance, reflecting the sunlight of my being. I cannot see where they end, for their magnificent bodies wrap around the temple and continue far into the light beyond my understanding. With sapphire and violet eyes, the Sophia Dragons speak directly to my mind, announcing that they are the Seraphim and represent the highest angelic order of Sophia. Guarding this temple day and night, their angelic presence ensures that only my true self may enter these hallowed halls. No others may pass. That's interesting. What does that mean? The Sophia Dragons are guarding you from the unconscious places within you that would sabotage your recognition of your holy divine light. So this could be wounded soul fragments. This could be imbalanced ego structure elements. This could be ancestors that have unresolved challenges and maybe persecuting you from the other side. It could be a myriad of aspects of your consciousness or consciousnesses that are influencing your relationship with yourself. And the light of the Sophia Dragons, when you approach the dragon temple, the Dragon Heart Temple, their very consciousness blazes forward right through the very core of your consciousness, your soul, so that it's like opening a window or a door. And they're saying, hey, Walk through this door unobstructed. Open your consciousness. Witness who you really are. Don't be distracted. How can you not be focused in the presence of a Seraphim dragon? My God. I mean, talk about getting the help you need to focus on who you really are. Let's keep going. I'm reading from the top of page 318 in the Sophia Code. I stare into the face of the Sophia dragon to my left. Her silent voice reveals to me that she is the seraph of truth. And the word seraph is the singular word for seraphim. So she's a single angelic seraphim being. I nod in acknowledgement, noticing how at home I feel in her presence. I soften. I draw my eyes to the second Sophia dragon. I instantaneously feel the entire cosmos of my soul, for she is the seraph of sovereignty. As my eyes adjust to the radiance of their bodies, I notice that each dragon has 4 sets of angelic wings that momentarily appear across their bodies as whirling wheels of light and then recede back into their scales. The defining details of their magnificent bodies continually shapeshift before me, yet their eyes remain ever present with my own. I open my hands to receive their rites of purification and blessing for entering the Dragon Heart Temple. A warm wind of grace rolls across the courtyard. It is the sigh of Sophia, whose gratitude pours forth in celebration of my return. The Sophia dragons move with a silent musculature, yet I can hear the angels singing from within their every scale. They levitate to face one another on either side of me and begin to gently breathe over me. Let's take a few breaths together. Breathing with the seraphim. Breathing in. Exhaling out. That was a little bit of a dragony exhale. Let's keep going. The weariness from regrets, resentments, and fear cannot defend itself from these 2 embodiments of the Holy Spirit. All that is hidden within me is known to the Sophia dragons, and without judgment, their breath of unconditional divine love soothes what I have judged and deemed unlovable within me. My heart leans into their almighty power, which is supporting me to love and forgive myself beyond my understanding. So this is an example of what happens. You step into the light, you connect with extremely high spiritual guides, you become consumed by the divinity and the light within you and all around you. But then what happens? You also become aware of that which is healing within you, that which is hidden within you, that which you had no idea was holding you back from really being your true self in this lifetime. And so this is an example of the Sophia dragons, where they are unconditionally loving you through the recognition of, oh, wow, the closer I get to the light, the closer I get to what I'm healing within me. The good news is that that light is what's going to assist you in having the strength, perseverance, courage, and willpower to truly meet what is healing within you. And the light will also teach you how to use the light of your soul to heal that which has been unconsciously wounded within you or unconsciously holding within you, so that you can let go into even more light. Do we see the theme? The light within you is the answer. The spaciousness of the womb within you is the answer. Both the primordial space that you are and the absolute radiant light that you are, which you are both simultaneously. These are the qualities of God consciousness within you that can heal all wounds, that can give birth to all divine genius creations in this world. The very fabric of your soul is what you are coming into conscious contact with here in the Dragon Heart Temple experience of the Keycode 777 initiation. Isn't that cool? Let's just read a couple more paragraphs. So this is so after you become aware that it's safe to become aware of what is in your consciousness, because you recognize the divine love of these exceptional angelic guides, what happens? I surrender to their care. Don't we all want to surrender into that which can truly help us? I surrender to their care as a perfect orchestration of divinity, breathing me in and letting go of what no longer serves me. Through their mighty exhale, I release into a unified field of oneness with the Sophia Dragons and marvel that I can only feel the wholeness of my true self. Hey everyone, if you are mentoring with spiritual guides where all you do is think about them and you can't feel yourself, you're not mentoring with the right guides. This is how you know if you're mentoring with the right spiritual guides. You should be ever increasingly aware of the wholeness of your true self, your divinity, your higher self, your sovereignty. That's what you should be delighted in. Because the more you mentor with truly sovereign spiritual guides, your awareness becomes exponentially conscious of the divine light that you are, and it begins to consume you in the best way, that there is really no other answer but your own divinity. And the more you accept that and relish it and delight in it, the more you begin to abide within yourself, so that ultimately every other spirit, any spiritual guide outside of you, becomes secondary to the ecstasy that you feel for yourself from yourself, secondary to the extreme divine love that is pouring like a chalice from your heart to every other part of your being, secondary to the extreme pleasure and satisfaction that you are taking in being you. Now, I understand there are days that do not feel like that in the human experience. But as we practice mentoring with these exceptional sovereign guides from the Sophia Code cosmology, I can promise you, over time, you will feel the pleasure of who you are more often than not. Over months and years of integrating this work, this is why we have so many incredible curriculums in our mystery school, because we know that it takes time to integrate how powerful you are. It takes time to accept, to recognize, accept, and integrate just how powerful, radiant, and exceptional you are. This is a journey. It's not a destination. And so we are learning in this Keycode 7/7 initiation how to breathe into the radiance of your own sovereign divine light, which is just as fascinating, hopefully more so than even a Sophia dragon, because they are simply a mirror for who you are as a fractal of Sophia God consciousness. Supported by the highest seraphim of creation, I now invoke all hidden and burdensome energies of illness, weariness, fear, and resentment within me to be dissolved within the all-consuming light of my I am presence. Let's take a moment to breathe into this all-consuming light of your I am presence as we close our live today with a quick meditation. How y'all doing out there? Are you feeling this reading? I'd love to see what your thoughts are about the Keycode 777 initiation. Feel free to just drop any comments that might be coming up for you. And we're going to step into that closing breathing meditation. So visualizing that circle of light, the circle of empowerment around your body, anywhere between 3 to 6 feet outside of you. Visualizing that circumference of light. Maybe it has some dragon flames to it. This is 2022, the year of the dragons, plural. Year of the dragons for the Sophia Code community. Let's become the golden dragon master within. Just as I said that, my circle of empowerment turned to some golden flames. I'm really stoked on those golden flames this morning. witnessing the 8 Keycode Ascended Master Mentors in the 8 directions of your circle of empowerment: White Buffalo Woman in the north, Isis in the northeast, Hathor in the east, Green Tara in the southeast, Mother Mary in the south, Mary Magdalene in the southwest, Kuan Yin in the west, and we anchor the Sophia Dragons in the northwest. Now, within the center of your circle, it is you and you alone. Your body, heart, and mind. All other energies must now step outside your circle of empowerment. We invoke the fullness of your higher self, which is radiating out of every cell of your body, but also downloading as a waterfall of light directly from the source of all creation. Feeling that waterfall refreshing your consciousness, flowing forward, downward, over your entire being, pouring over the top of your head, flowing over your face, down the back of your neck, filling your heart, overflowing down into your solar plexus, nourishing and cleansing and baptizing your root chakra of all fears so that you may be filled with the prosperity consciousness of your higher self, flowing all the way down your legs, grounding and reconnecting you to the center of the earth. Breathe in that all-consuming light of your higher self. Exhale and surrender into who you really are. Breathing into the holy fire of your divinity this morning or evening, wherever you are. Exhaling small ideas about yourself out. Breathing into the creative genius of your own divinity. Exhaling any small ideas about what you can create today out. Breathing into that overflowing prosperity consciousness that's flowing directly from your source right into your human body here on earth, radiating as the prosperous conscious being that you are, walking as a golden dragon embodiment on this earth. Let's exhale out so any small ideas about what we can co-create and receive this year in 2022. You may start to feel little tingles in your lower back. You may start to feel energy circulating from your feet to your crown, from your crown to your feet. Earth angels, light workers, beautiful advocates of humanity, sovereign divinity worldwide, I send you my deepest love and admiration and respect from my heart to yours this morning or evening, wherever you are. I pray for you to have a blessed and empowered day as you walk forward in this very beautiful circle of sovereign empowerment, connecting with the Sophia Dragon Tribe, your beautiful spiritual guides, and these amazing Sophia Dragons. I pray that you have the most beautiful day today, and we'll see you back here live tomorrow morning at Kaia Ra Official. And please be sure to like this video, to subscribe to my channel if you're enjoying these daily transmissions, and feel free to share your comments and feedback in the video replay. I love reading your feedback. I do my best to answer some of the comments and questions that come in. And please know that whether I can respond or not, I do take in everyone's comments, and I'm just so grateful to be here to connect with you live. Be sure to sign up for our New Year celebration. We're going to be giving away beautiful Seraphim dragon jewels. We've got these new Seraphim oracle earrings that I simply adore. And we'll also be giving away the Sophia Dragons Keycode wristlet. And it has a beautiful quote from the initiation on that wristlet. Go ahead and check that out on my website at kaira.com. I love you all so much. Have a great day. Namaste.